to get to really know someone, you have to be awkward and comfortable with those weird moments because we're not always perfect and we forget things and, we're just humans.
Hey, this is Mike from Intro Stars, and today I'm very excited to bring you a brand new episode of the Super Connectors podcast in New York City. And for today's episode, we've got a very special guest. We've got literally the ultimate next generation of community builders, Dylan, who's built the Builder series with 36,000 followers, and is also the first employee of a new networking app. So Dylan, I'm so glad to have you on the show today.
Great to meet you. Happy to be here. But to tell you more about the Builder series,
Tell me more. Yeah, that's the community you built, right? From scratch.
Yeah. So I decided to build it because I've gone to a lot of events and I didn't get anything out of it. A lot of people are very transactional and I want to stop that. If I could think of one specific moment, it was in September.
Yeah.
Actually, a couple of days before I decided to build the Builder series. It was about a 10-second conversation from a family office. They just wanted to know the company I was working with and a pitch deck and a link. They didn't want to know anything about me, so I found that to be very strange and I was like, I can build something way better than that. So I decided to build the Builder series, and since then, since taking things very seriously in January, like under 3 months, we've grown from 10,000 to around 36,000 on the newsletter, and we got 3 sponsored chats in 1 week since when we opened our sponsor portal. So everything has grown super, super fast.
I mean, that's really impressive. So you came from this old-fashioned networking where people are super transactional, just want to sell you something right away, said, this is not for me, I'm going to revolutionize networking and do it a completely different way, right?
Yeah, it's all about the experience for me. I will tell people if they said, what about the name tag? I know you have mentioned you like name tags, but for me,
the name
I hate
tag.
them
so
much because for people, I want them to shake hands, talk to each other, get to know each other, and if someone forgets their name, they can, oh, what's your name? I forgot your name. I feel like a lot of people, they aren't comfortable with being awkward, and to get to really know someone, you have to be awkward and comfortable with those weird moments because we're not always perfect and we forget things and we're just human. So I want this to be, the Builder series, it's a human-to-human thing. We're not just businesses, we're people and we have challenges. We hit the heights, but we also don't. So we need to be there for each other. And I want to do that with the Builder series, a community for people to help each other, for founders, operators, and for investors that find good founders, they can invest and much more.
I mean, I think it's incredible. It's a superpower to be comfortable with awkwardness.
Yeah.
And especially for young people, it's even more impressive for you to say that. Because I thought the younger people are not comfortable with awkwardness, but you actually are pushing that forward. Let's be awkward, let's be honest, let's be real, and show our weaknesses and not pretend we're superheroes who know everything. And actually go the other way, show who you really are, sorry. And so I think that really creates genuine conversation. So I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
Tell us more about also the company you're working for. It's a new networking app. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so Clockout, I joined the company in May of 2024. The week I graduated, so huge accomplishment in this economy. But I was hired as lead of marketing, and since then I've grown to director of marketing operations. But Clockout is a social networking platform for the next generation. You can think of it as a hybrid between LinkedIn and Meetup, where the focus is on connecting with the right people. We've grown to 500,000 downloads. We launched our beta about 1.5 years ago. And now, since then, we were in US and Chicago, and now we're in pretty much every major US city. And we've also launched into Canada last year in November, and now we're launching to London this coming month.
Can't wait. Obviously, me as your first user in London, I'm going to try it out, right? So how does Clockout work? Is it an app used when you're at a physical in-person event? Is it all virtual, or is it a mix of both? How does it work?
Sure. So it's a mix of both. Clockout, the idea is for it to be like a LinkedIn and Meetup. So you can search people, connect with people, search specific people up. You can go to events. So LinkedIn doesn't have a real sense of community. Correct. The idea is to make a LinkedIn, but for the next generation, or Meetup for the next generation. Because Meetup, it didn't work because it didn't have curation. And LinkedIn in the beginning, it was it was an invite-only thing. Same goes with Facebook, and we want to do that same thing. It's an exclusive platform, so if you're professional, if you're trying to build something, if you're a student, if you have an internship, if you're a director, if you're a founder, it's for people who are in that space of building or professional or founder. So it's it's a large demographic, but people love it. And I mean, we've grown in only 1.3 million in funding. We've done over $1 million ARR, and that was in only 10 months.
That's very
That's
impressive
before
for
a CTO, a CMO on a beta build. So right now we're raising fundraising, but that will officially open in some time. But
So you're in a rocket ship right now.
Yeah,
So tell
on
me
a
more
rocket
about
ship.
connecting people. So you mentioned Clock Out is obviously about meeting
Yeah.
people. But what about the role of a connector, of a
Yeah.
super connector, of a matchmaker,
Yeah.
someone who actually connects people together? Is that part of a Clock Out app, or is that more part of the Builder Series events, or both? Tell us
That's
more about
part of both, because Clockit is building through AI right now, even MVP, but we're building a product that can connect you to the right person, basically. It's going to be like something built into the app. You type in what you want and it'll spit out the right connections for you. But when it comes to someone like me, I got a lot of inspiration from what I do connecting people, is because I work for Clockout, and then I'm also an advisor for Tavern Community Co-working. And I've gone to some great events like Founders Square, Founders Common, some other communities I just can't remember off the top of my head. I've made a lot of great friends, but there are a lot of communities, but there's also a lot of terrible events. So I choose my time wisely, and I've learned a lot from those wonderful communities. But for myself as a connector, I believe being a connector means being able to be basically have a friendship with everyone, because I think if you go at the sense, which is a very New York lens for doing things, what can I get from you? What can you take from me? You're not gonna go anywhere, because if you're sitting down, say you're having a beer with someone, or you're one of my events, it's the ideas for it to be. It's not like high tension. Like I have to network, I have to get connections out of this, because we're just being friends together, and I feel like. If we go by the LinkedIn warm intros, everyone there is a warm intro. So you all connect, you're all friends. And if you really want to find a CTO or an investor, it's not going to be like, oh, we connected at this event. Here's when you send a LinkedIn request, oh, we connected, let's have a coffee chat. No, it's like, grab someone's number, get their Instagram, really connect, be intimate, because that's the way you connect with people. And that's the type of connecting I'm trying to build for people, is an intimate type of connections.
So really get to know them on a personal level. So that you actually want to help them.
Yes.
Because you feel like they're like a friend.
Yes.
You really want to make their life better in any way, shape, or form. And that in turn, of course, elevates your own personal reputation and brand. So people want to help you in return. And it's like just normal. We all want to help each other like friends. So I love that attitude. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Tell us more. In the Builder Series community, you've got 36,000 followers. That's incredible. How did you get to that number so quickly?
Yeah, so I've done some strategic partnerships. I have some people in the world like Ilyas Anwar, Click.
Ilyas was on this show, actually.
Ilyas, I got a lot of inspiration from him. He does a lot of great events, but I joined Seed Legals I was part of Seed Legals as an event organizer.
Yeah. And Anthony was also on this show. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we all know each other.
Yeah, I'm good. He's good friends with me too. But back in April from July, I was one of the organizers. I was a part of pretty much that cohort of, Seed Legal was trying to launch, and pretty much I got my go-ahead with Ilyas. I co-hosted some events with him. I got my initial emails from him. And from there, I really just took it by the chains and, partnered with more and more people. Like when you have emails, you can partner with people, and pretty much the more you have, the more people that are willing to partner with you, because you provide them value by, say, providing them emails, like strategic co-hosting. Like, say I have 15,000, on my newsletter, and we all send out 15,000. Together, we grow together. Like I have,
and
now
the
have 30.
attraction for those 15,000 is events, right? You invite them to events.
Yeah, it's events, and what I'm trying to build is a founder spotlight as well. So with the Builder Series, I'm also trying to build sort of a media platform So a lot of founders, they are not really good at marketing, how to build themselves besides the tech and the dev. And I'd say I'm pretty good at that. So I want to give them that platform to talk about themselves in those interviews, in those videos. I bring a videographer to every event, so I want them to shoot themselves. Or if they want to be talking, I say like, hey, I have a founder spotlight. 1 to 3 founders I pick, and they have a chance to talk about their company at my events. And it's a low cost rate compared to what I do for the sponsors, because I genuinely want these people to talk about their companies. And then I have friends.
Exposure.
Yeah,
and
get
success.
exposure.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of these people like, when I raise, I'm gonna pay the sponsor rate because you did this for me.
Yeah.
So
That's
like,
great.
we're
So
just
you're building
helping each
those trusting relationships.
Yes.
So tell us, at your events, do you have any specific type of matchmaking or introductions you make at the event? You format it, or it's just kind of just fluid and everyone just talks to each other? Or
Yeah.
do you really curate those introductions yourself?
I do. Right now, I don't have that specific on when they come to the event. They get a card like, you should connect with these people. But after the event or during the event, I'll tell people, if you want to match with someone that was at the event, you didn't know their name, or you need a specific introduction, email me, text me. I'll do that for you. I'm happy to connect you with whoever you need. In my Luma registration, I have like a billion different things of needs. So if it's developer or CTO or whatever, I know one of the great connections was my friend Andrew Wilson. He connected with Stefan Michael Propel Earth, and he became his CTO. So that's like
Great
really
example.
really happy with that connection.
Great success story.
Yeah.
What about monetization? How do you monetize your events? Is it just sponsor money, or do you also ever do any referral programs, referral commissions, either for you or for others?
Yeah.
Do you ever work on that model?
So my model right now, it's tickets, and then sponsors, and then for connecting people, I'm building a model of connecting people through having a list of contractors, fractional talent, if you need to raise capital, pretty much whatever need you need, I am the person that can connect you to that.
The super connector.
Yeah, building the website so I can have all the talent or all of my connections there, having like an exclusive agreement, like if you connect through me, we have that agreement, like if it's through my newsletter or my events or through me personally or whatever it may be.
And you take a commission on that then?
Yeah.
And so do you have some kind of platform to track those introductions and those referrals?
I do not. It's just really my own infrastructure right here. So I'm not a tech guy. So I'm a marketer. I know how to build communities, brands, but no tech behind that. But
Not yet.
yeah, not yet. But it's coming.
That's coming. Okay,
Little by
good to
little.
know. So tell us, what is your big project for 2026? What is dear to your heart this year, and where can people follow you?
Okay, for this year, I want to reach the goal of having 150 to 200 RCPs for an event. Like, I want a huge event with a huge sponsor, and little by little, I'm getting closer to Silicon Valley Bank and JustWorks and big companies like that. So having a big event with a sponsor like that is a goal of mine. And then also to do more curated events like 40, 50 with seed founders or Series A founders, the right type of people. I want to connect with those who really fundraised. And then follow-wise, you can follow me on the Builder Series on Instagram, and then our LinkedIn is also the Builder Series. And then for myself, Dylan Oriundo, DylanOriundo. That's for Instagram, for LinkedIn, and then once the website comes out, it'll be thebuilderseries.co. It's live, but it's just the first page and it's not done yet, but that's where you can find me.
Perfect. Well, I can't wait to go to many more of your events and for you to launch Clock Out in London so I can try it out as well. And let's keep on doing what you're doing, connecting amazing people. Build your own personal brand as the ultimate super connector in the middle of all of it. And congratulations building such an incredible community so far. Impressive.
Thank you. I mean, it's the people that made the community, so without them, it wouldn't be possible. So I'm really supportive, I'm really grateful to those people. So,
cool. And obviously, we're trying to bring lots of super connectors together so we can all help each other. Right?
Yes,
support each other.
That's why I do what I do. I like to help people.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dylan. Really appreciate our conversation. It was great fun. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Take care.